This is the remaining cap spaces for every team in the NFL as of May 11th. Today, okay? The reason I bring this up is because in let me just double check how many days are this month. Okay, so 20 more days. In 21 days, June 1st is going to hit. Once June 1st hits, that means there's going to be a lot of players in free agency. Or we're going to get some players are going to get, not to say a lot. There's going to be a good amount that get cut and added to free agency, right? Now, once that happens, certain salary caps will start to go up. For example, the Giants and the Bucks down here sitting at pretty much no money probably is going to go up a little bit, right, once they go ahead and cut some players. Most likely, though, the teams with the most salary cap are not going to be the teams that actually go ahead and cut a lot of players. It's usually the teams near the bottom here that cuts a lot of players, a lot of veteran players, right? And they do it so they can make room for other players, maybe contract extensions, working out contracts, etc. Here's the thing, right? We're sitting at 23.259 million. Now, we're not going to cut anybody else, most likely. My guess is we'll probably rock with the roster we have right now. But we do have some roster spots available. And once free agency wave 2 comes around, we could make a big splash. Because, again, we have the money to do so. Now, the exact contracts for our rookies have not came in yet. For example, we signed 5 of our 10 rookies at this moment in time. Technically, I think it's 6, but Amarius Mims' contract isn't inked yet. It's just like, in theory, they agreed to the terms. And that's going to be like believe it's like a $12.7 million contract for 4 years with a 5th-year option, obviously. Again, I might be incorrect on that. It's roughly that amount, right? So once all these contracts come in, everything is kind of like, stoned and like put to stone, it's probably going to be around like 22.1 million we're going to end up having here, because overthecap.com did put a nice placeholder for how much these players would make in in context to kind of get this 23.2 million. So in theory, it's going to be probably around like 21, 22 million in the end, but that's still plenty of money, okay? That's still plenty of money to go out there and make a big splash in free agency after June 1st. And when you go down the list here of different teams, right? Patriots 50 million, Commanders 43, 34, 30, 29, 27, 27, 26, 26, and then obviously we're sitting at 23, Texans also 23, and so on and so on. There's a chance, again, if an offensive lineman becomes available, especially at the guard position, because that's something that we really need to work on, is that left guard position. It's very possible that we make a big splash play and go after a guard that gets cut on June 1st. All I will say about this is I hope we do something, right? Because there are times in the past where we have been very, okay, we have our roster. We like our roster the way it is. We're not really going to do anything or make any changes, and we're just going to see how this roster works. But with the money we have, and again, we made some splash plays this free agency, signing some good players, but we didn't go crazy to a point where, again, we still have a lot of money to spend. So I'm hoping, and even though looking at our roster, by the way, we did sign all 14 of our undrafted free agents, but looking at a roster, I mean, if there's a veteran gets cut in the left guard position, pick him up, give him competition with Cordell Volson and Cody Ford. Again, right tackle, I'm not really too concerned about. I don't think we would pick up anyone there. But even a backup right guard. I mean, if we could pick up a backup left guard and right guard veteran and see what they can do, we have the money to do so. Why not? Just protect Joe Burrow at all costs, right? I know they've been talking about options at receivers. We could pick up a receiver. either one in free agency at this moment in time, or if someone gets cut, we can pick them up. I really kind of am on the fence about that. I don't think we will do that. But again, line 100%. Even a backup left tackle, I wouldn't mind. If he could play left tackle, but also move him to guard and kind of do like a vice versa thing, what we really need more than anything is to find ourselves a Swiss Army knife. A Swiss Army knife type player is a player who's very versatile and can play multiple positions. And we really need that on the offensive line. If we can find a guy that can play tackle, guard, and center and kind of just go wherever we need him to, that's something we definitely need to go ahead and look for. I think we will probably pick up a veteran corner at some point this offseason, again, after June 1st. But with that being said, all the players I'm listing probably won't cost us that much. So I would love, again, with the fact that this is a team that is ready to go win a Super Bowl, a team that, this is it, like this is the moment, I want to make one more splash play, okay? Just go out there and make one more crazy signing. Just, even if it's just for superficial purposes and you're like, I don't know, this is really going to push us over the edge of winning the Super Bowl, why not? Just go out there and maybe get that one veteran player or that one guy that, again, well, I'm not saying overpay for the guy, but realistically, you go for a guy that you think is going to be great for your team. Let's just do it. Like, there's no reason to hold back at this point, right? If it's a 1-year contract, let's just go do it. So that's kind of how I'm looking at things. Again, like I said, we'll have to wait and see what the Bengals end up doing, but at this moment in time, I mean, we have the salary cap, and June 1st is 22 days away. So, let's get ready, boys. See you guys next one. Peace.